Hi everyone. Well, it's time for some science, and this week we're learning all about friction. Friction is the force between two surfaces that are sliding or trying to slide across each other. For example, when we push a book across the floor, it's friction that makes it difficult. Friction always works in the opposite direction to the way the object is moving. So if the object is moving this way, friction is working the opposite direction. And it always slows a moving object. Sometimes friction is high, sometimes friction is low. If there's low friction, it means that the object sliding across it has an easier time sliding. Think of ice or ice skates going across. They have low friction because there's a low surface area on a low friction surface. But high friction is where something like running shoes are trying to be pushed along grass or along a rough track. It's creating a lot of friction because there's a lot of surface area on the shoes, and the track also has a lot of surface area. So friction produces heat. If a car is drifting, it's going at a high speed, it's braking, it's turning, and the force of it, of the speed that it's carrying, is pushing the car, while friction is dragging against it, and that creates heat in the tires, it creates heat in the brakes, and it creates a lot of heat in the car. There's a lot of heat going on in the car anyway because of friction, and that's why a lot of cars use oil to keep things lubricated, to keep everything working. If you rub your hands together really quickly, it produces heat. If you rub them together for too long, it's really going to hurt, so don't do that. Sometimes we don't want friction, and sometimes we do. Friction can be really useful. It prevents our shoes from slipping on pavements, and it stops tires skidding on the road. When we walk, friction is caused between the tread on our shoes and the ground. Friction really helps us to grip onto the ground and prevent us sliding around. If anyone's tried to walk on ice, you'll know that there's really low friction on ice, so it's really easy to slip around. Sometimes we want to reduce friction. For example, we use oil to reduce friction between moving parts in a car's engine. Oil holds the surfaces apart and allows and can flow between them and reduces the friction, which means there's less wear on the car's moving parts. Wear is the damage over time that friction produces. If you were to rub your hands together for a long time, you would actually see your hands start to become red, and if you did it for even longer, you might damage the skin. Wear is just the way that something is damaged over time by friction. For example, if you have a mug and you pick it up a lot, you might actually notice that there's some wear on a picture on it just from where your hands have touched it over and over again. Or maybe if you have a look at the soles of your shoes, they might have a lot of wear and they might not look like they did when you first bought them. So, for this week, we're going to look all about friction. We're going to be looking at friction in day-to-day life. We're going to be looking at high friction, low friction, and you guys are going to be showing me some examples of friction. For today's work, I want you to download the worksheet that's linked below, or recreate it and fill it in and upload it to Seesaw. It's all about high friction and low friction. Remember, low friction is when something easily moves across something else, and high friction is when it's much harder to move something across something else. On Wednesday, I want you to create a video showing me an example of friction. Be safe. Don't rub your hands together until they're red, or, create an ice rink in your house. Do something sensible. Don't put oil on the floor. Do something nice. But show me an example of friction. It can be high friction or low friction, and how you can observe that it's high or low friction. The last thing is on Friday, we're going to have a forces quiz. Have a great week. I hope to see you on Tuesday and Thursday. I will upload short videos for Wednesday and Friday, but I want to inform you of everything on Monday so you know what's coming. Have a great week. God bless you guys. Bye.